This week on We Economy on True Talk Radio, we discuss tax collection and economic growth, how the NRA powers civilians development. Hosting Jennifer J. Bangura, Commissioner General, NRA. So, tune in this Sunday at exactly 7 p.m. Also airing on All Out Radio 92.9, Voice of the East 88.9, and Amza Radio 96.9 FM. This is The Economy on True Talk Radio, airing this Sunday on 98.5 FM. This week on We Economy on True Talk Radio, we discuss tax collection and economic growth, how the NRA powers civilians development. Hosting Jennifer J. Bangura, Commissioner General, NRA. So, tune in this Sunday at exactly 7 p.m. Also airing on All Out Radio 92.9, Voice of the East 88.9, and Amza Radio 96.9 FM. This is The Economy on True Talk Radio, airing this Sunday on 98.5 FM. This week on We Economy on True Talk Radio, we discuss tax collection and economic growth, how the NRA powers civilians development. Hosting Jennifer J. Bangura, Commissioner General, NRA. So, tune in this Sunday at exactly 7 p.m. Also airing on All Out Radio 92.9, Voice of the East 88.9, and Amza Radio 96.9 FM. This is The Economy on True Talk Radio, airing this Sunday on 98.5 FM. This week on We Economy on True Talk Radio, we discuss tax collection and economic growth, how the NRA powers civilians development. Hosting Jennifer J. Bangura, Commissioner General, NRA. So, tune in this Sunday at exactly 7 p.m. Also airing on All Out Radio 92.9, Voice of the East 88.9, and Amza Radio 96.9 FM. This is The Economy on True Talk Radio, airing this Sunday on 98.5 FM.
Good evening, Fambule na Bo, Fambule na Makini, Kenima, wherever you do, good evening. Me we present this program today, Mina Andrew Lavalley. I've been on the can of this radio quite a number of times. But today, we can't talk about couple business. With couple business, you know, say couple business, we can, but today we talk about the tax, the money they owe the Hibib, and the policy where the controller money owe the Hibib. Now the whole country where nine would they use for health, with education, the road them. Now we can talk to today. So Fambulem, as every week we start for say hello to Bo. If you dey Bo, if you not dey by radio, if I try go catch All Out Radio na Bo. We dey with Vote Radio na Kenima. We dey with Radio Amza na Makeni. Potluck they listen to we, and Waterloo Western Rural. So you can join we later on in the program if you self want to take part for know how your couple business to go. If family already pay attention to the program, you can join we on 072 641 729 072 641 729. And you can also join we in True Talk FM on Facebook for let you take part for the program. So let's turn over to we guest now with big allegiance with they are today now in Jennifer Bangura. Jennifer Bangura na good person. It been there na done the work na US extensively in finance and tax system na part of in work. Earlier in this regime, it is the NRA. Later I go, it become one of the ministers and the Ministry of Finance. They come back in NRA. So we look at the money business, you know everything about the money business. No, so Fambule, I want firstly we sister tell Jennifer tell you about Fambule, but you work where they do na NRA, which NRA they bought and which they do.
I want to tell you plenty thank you, brother and Lavalley. Just like where you mentioned in the introduction, me and you, we go way back. And I'm glad for there this evening for talk to we fumble them around the country about waiting at the do. So again, me na Janaba Bangora and Namina the Commissioner General for the National Revenue Authority. And I don't take that position there since December 2023. But before then, me na be the Deputy Minister of Finance 1. And I've been in that position there for about 4 months. But then before that, I've been the Deputy Commissioner General for the National Revenue Authority for about 5 years, up to 2023, where the President, HE, see I'm fit for move me commodity and came go na finance and then bring me back come na the Revenue Authority. And the work what they do, I want to make you know, EAB, for collect copper for the government, it's not easy. But I'm glad I get the best team at this country here, where they support me. And then my boss, when at the Ministry of Finance, they support me. And then other institutions then, where their own business and for also gather money, we all they work together for make sure say we collect the copper where the government they rely on for provide all the services then where the people then you and me we need, whether na health, whether na education, whether na for billboard, whether for do anything we get for do with social services. Now we get the mandate at the NRA for collect that copper day. So not an easy job, but I'm glad for there today for joining you. So we'll tell Fambo them more about waiting at the do.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think say a good introduction, Dandy, and waiting, Fambo way they listen me na we in host. If you want for know like waiting on a target being because some ten they can talk say government able employ beaucoup people because work money not there for pay them. We're not going to employ beaucoup teacher there because money not there for pay beaucoup teacher there. So you the work now then community then you go na community and say teacher not there because the money will they collect it not do. So waiting that you target how much brain you can have for collect per year.
Yeah. So the target every year it change. And that target they is based on beaucoup other thing them. But for 2025 we target na 18.9 billion millions. And that target there, the way governments they set them, we get other things them way we they consider. But we can work with partners them like the IMF and other partners them for determine what's happened the previous year. So I want for just take
like last year,
and then also the previous year and the previous year. So I just want for make family know say from 2022 we target them more than double. Because if I take you back to 2022, the actual money we raised have been 7.9 billion. And then we come to 2023, we raise more. 2024, we raise more. And then 2025. So the target where the government they set for we is based on waiting we collect the previous year. So if I compare 2024, waiting we collect, and waiting we don't set as a target for 2025, now about 30% more. So every year, the targets they increase, and the reason waiting make the targets they increase, we get a lot of reforms then. So the Ministry of Finance and government they say, well, if you get them reforms, then we will they implement, and if we ensure that they implement then reforms and whole, if we bring in more. So every year the target they increase. So from 2022 to 2025, it don't more than double, and it based on a lot of other information then. What's they happen at the economy they do well, businesses that they grow, we get new businesses then, we get new taxpayers then what they bring into the net. So all of that will they take into consideration. Now so government they set the target. So for 2025 now 18.9 billion, we're about 30% more than what we raised from the previous year.
Okay. So that but how much we don't collect now?
Well, we don't go, so we are almost the year they come, and the half year when June 30th, we the hope say we go collect more than 50% of that.
Over 9 billion.
Yes. So I want for just make family they know say we start the year very rough. January, February, and March been very rough for we, because the way the Ministry of Finance, the judge, we now on a quarterly basis. The first quarter was not so good. It not been so good for me. We've been there being with target. But for April, May, and this June year, with the hope and plan, and we don't put in the effort for make sure say we meet the first half of the year target, where as you said about 9 billion, 9 point something billion. So we work towards that, and we get about 3 weeks.
So waiting me they really understand from what you say. The economy need boku money.
Yes.
In fact, sometimes we need past 50 billion.
Yes.
For get boku nurse, then boku teacher, then fix the road. So take 50 billion now for the collect per year.
Yes.
But based, they can talk say, we say able box now, so if you measure you wait. So when they can watch BN, they watch this year how much you collect, last year how much you collect, the other year. Then talks in a lot set target, and then another target in the NIU results.
NIU results every year.
So they give you now 18 billion. We still know they do, but now 18 billion. So if they reach now this half year when at June, you get for show you results.
I get for show me result, and with the hope say that result they go pass more than what we expect, because of all the efforts and what they put in, because of all the reforms and what we don't begin realize. And then I just want to make fun with them know say in 2025 we not get new taxes. The government be very deliberate, say we not impose new taxes. We don't put in core reforms and from 2022, whether na the GST machine and will bring income, whether na the automation of the way they file, way they register, file and pay with taxes them, whether na the tax stamps them. So we all know, say even the water way they drink, if you look at keenly, it gets a laser imprint where they just the show say we get this tax stamp. Whether na the fuel them, what would they mark for just make sure say one, there's no smuggling, or we reduce the smuggling of the fuel, or we make sure say then one them we get concession, like the mining companies them then get concession. So in the past, what we realize, what they do, that they get the fuels them for either free or at a reduced rate, but they take them and we can come back into the market and sell them and make profits. So we don't get this fuel marking what we don't they do from last year. So all of them reforms and we will put in place. The government see and fit say, one could not put new tax. One could make sure say the reforms that we don't put in place, make them whole. And then most importantly, 2 years ago, 2023, we get this document where we can go to Parliament where it passed. When are the short-term revenue strategy plan, medium-term plan. For sure, say in the past there's no consistency, there's no predictability in the way we would plan we set or business with the plan we set. So government see and fit say, we could put this medium-term strategy plan in place for make sure say things are predictable.
So we're not the way till the year done.
We're not the way till the year done. The business person go know say, okay, my GST they go up next year, no. My PAYE they go up, no. So they go plan themselves. So they use the reforms and they use that strategy there for make sure say things are predictable. So the business person go plan better and they go make sure say then profit will come in as then they plan them.
Okay, so Fambo then when I know say this is a very important conversation today with the talk about copper business, and we know say the money we they collect self in not do for let that money they go round. So you see say when they say salon a poor country. Now the first side and the money when they collect and not they even do. So pass other people and like IMF, World Bank, they can help with. So I think say we as an institution, what they call IGR, we get an obligation for whole government to account. But as to the whole government to account, we they also tell the citizens say this is not your responsibility. If you not pay tax, you not go hold government to account.
Exactly.
If you not contribute to that basket, because you don't contribute, and they'll say, let's see now how money business they go. So I think so we'll get for count to the citizen your responsibility later on. But I find really let we talk about waiting then other people and they contribute, like for example IMF, World Bank, and not saying not to they collect from, but all land in they make this economy they like how they so.
So where governments they put in budget, annual budget, where the year they begin, and that process they can begin just now. So the government for put in budget together, they look at the domestic revenue, which mean I'm my own concern and they. But then we also they look at other support the more they get from other international partners. Then you mentioned the World Bank. We get a lot of World Bank projects and where they happen right now, whether in a school, whether in other things and where they happen. So the World Bank project can they, and then we get the support or the loan. What would they get from the IMF? we also they come in for just make sure say they support the budget or support bring in the loan they come in for can support the budget. But waiting I want make farm would know and go. Last year it been better for we come to government international partner support, because waiting happen last year they mean say okay when I go halfway and then we will come in for support. Make we see how they bring in and support on ourselves. Then we will come in and support. But this year they don't make them very clear to we. We don't we all know. Right now all the money where Ministry of Finance don't spend, whether not on school, whether on a hospital, whether not anything where they spend domestically on social services, then now we they raise that money there. Because what in do IMF don't decide that they hold on to their money first until they see how they come in. World Bank don't hold on to their money until they see how they come in. The European Union, the EU, everybody where they support.
So they all don't hold their money there.
They all don't hold their money. They say we want for see what thing you they do for the first half of the year. Unlike last year, then come in halfway. But this year then decide say no. We want to make sure say the program on a deeper, make the program continue. So they give on the leeway, they give on the hope. What we collect for ourselves and prove say you can do it on your own. So we'll not get no money from anybody. And we not expect to get any money until September. So right now when you talk about the responsibility of citizens when it comes for tax collection, it's important for me to talk about that later. Because if we not support we safe, the partners them where we they work with, they're not going to support we until they see how far we don't come. So for the first half of the year, everything we don't pay, whether na debt we they pay, whether na salaries we they pay, na all from domestic revenue mobilization. Me and you and we businesses then, the business people in this country, that they support we, and it's not easy. So it is important that everybody know what's in their right and responsibility when it comes to domestic revenue.
I think that now serious talk Dandy, because how country would they when I get gold, when I get diamond, when I get all thing rutile, they say the mineral will get until we don't even know some of the name there. How would they but we able raise better revenue? Commissioner.
Because the mineral they will get for the most part then all the underground for now. And you know say for mining mineral and they costly. So the companies then will get like Marapa Mines, Kinho, CTC we don't just launch, not I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now a lot of investment. And waiting we can do to reserve what is so bad. We getting contract them where we don't do where we don't sign long time ago, and we're not do them in the best interest of the people, me and you. So right now we they grapple with that. So now for that, if you didn't know about that, the Ministry of Finance led by the Minister Mr. Fantamadi Bangura, they don't come with this mineral wealth fund or the sovereign wealth fund for make sure say part of the land we get boku mineral them. May the government take control over that. Because when government take control over in minerals, then we go to benefit. Right now, yes, we they get money out of the companies that we will get, but we know they get what we deserve. I mean, we don't hear in the news like last year, how much did they export? How can you export 100 and something billion, but only X amount where they come to the country? So until we take over, we young, make sure say we mine them, we control them, we export them, we sell them, and then bring the money back into the treasury. We're not able to make way.
I think that
so right now me and you really they support the government. Me and you and the businesses. So until we tap into minerals then, like other countries then, where you look at Namibia, where you look at most of those South African countries then, even Accra, even Ghana, that they benefit from the mineral, that they benefit from the natural resources, whether na cocoa, whether na waiting and call. So until we take that mindset for make sure say we take control over waiting we get other underneath or agriculture, we will continue for they do what they do. That's how they depend on the international.
I think that is very important. You know, I watched the budget, the figures then last year. We raised 1.16 billion just from iron ore, but only 40 million will get.
There you go.
1.1 yes, 1.16 billion now saying,
but not
export now 40 million now get.
And we are on a premium. When they talk like the blue.
Yes.
You know, now we get the premium, so we for they get more than that. But because we not get control, or because the contracts and what we don't sign, we don't lock we safe. When you touch here, then say no, you not go touch here. you know, we get with mining license agreements, you're not going to be